DeFranco Movie Club. It's me, Jenny, aka ClassyLibrarian, and I'm going to find it very hard to be my normal smiley self for this video because I've just finished watching Requiem for a Dream, which I think it's the hardest time I've ever had watching a film. Not because of the acting throughout is amazing, all of the actors, it's a relatively small cast, they do an amazing job, really just a great job doing these very difficult emotions, these very difficult physical emotions as well as obviously mental emotions. I can't fault the direction, the shots are amazingly done, every single trick in the book is thrown at this film to try and get you an idea of what these characters are going through. There's fast cutting, there's slow motion, there's speed up, there's increased frame rates, there's warp in the film, there's over flarings, there's every single trick that you could possibly put in a film has been utilised to really, really good effect in this film. There's lots of very sharp close-ups, and it really, it's amazing direction. The music works really well. It was only slightly spoiled by the fact that the main theme has been used for a lot of trailer music since. The direction, the music, the acting is just so good, and the reason why this film was hard to watch was the story deals with some incredibly nasty issues, and it's thrown in your face, and it puts every single one of these very nasty results and issues to do with addiction on screen in front of you. What happens to Sarah and Marion in particular, what happens to Harry is pretty horrific, but what happens to Sarah and Marion in particular really was unpleasant to watch. In the last 10-15 minutes I paused, read the Wikipedia article just to see whether or not it was worth watching, and then skipped to the last couple of shots where they're all mimicking each other because it was just so hard to watch that. Again, the acting is amazing, the direction is amazing, the story is really good, but it's dealing with issues that are so often pushed aside and in such a plain, emotive way that you can't get away from the message. And it's a really difficult film to watch. I can't decide whether or not I would recommend it because it is a really, really well directed film. The acting, as I said, is amazing. Everything in this film in itself is amazing, but definitely not for children, and I don't know whether or not I can recommend it because it is so hard to watch. I like the idea that everyone has addictions, whether it's food or sex or, in this case, drugs, or the dream. Most of these characters have an addiction to a dream, whether or not it's the dream of independence from their family, the dream of running a legitimate business, the dream of getting on TV, and they're addicted to that dream and they're addicted to something else, and both happen to fall in at the end, and this is such a tragic film, and I don't know whether or not I can recommend it, and I'm sorry I can't give a better response. The reason why I'm filming in front of a different room is stuff is going on in front of my other bookcase, so that's why I'm here with one of the older bookcases, if you remember whichever video that was. Yeah, I'm sorry this video is up late, I don't mind if I don't get featured. Yeah, I would like to hear your thoughts down in the comments. It's going to take a little while to get rid of this movie in my head. Anyway, see you next week.